In the silence of the night, when the wind whispers through ancient fields, one name rises like a riddle carved in stone: Stonehenge. Who built it? Why was it created? And why have its secrets remained hidden for thousands of years? Welcome to Lost Thrones, the place where forgotten empires, mysterious monuments, and ancient enigmas come alive. If you crave the untold stories buried beneath time, then subscribe now and join us on this journey. Because tonight, we pull back the veil on one of history's greatest mysteries. Chapter 1: The Origins of Stonehenge. Long before cities rose and kingdoms were carved, a vast windswept plain in southern England became the stage for one of humanity's greatest mysteries. Here, nearly 5,000 years ago, people began to raise stones so massive, so immovable, that even today, the secret of their purpose remains unanswered. But who were these people? And what drove them to shape a monument that would outlive their names, their tribes, even their entire civilizations? Archaeologists tell us the first circle of Stonehenge was not built in one moment. It was a work of generations, layer upon layer of effort, stretching across centuries. Some stones, called sarsens, weighed up to 25 tons, dragged across hills and rivers with nothing but ropes, logs, and raw human determination. Others, the mysterious bluestones, were carried from the mountains of Wales, over 150 miles away. Why would anyone in the ancient world endure such impossible labor? Was this just a gathering place for ritual? A primitive temple for the worship of the sun and the stars? Or was it something far greater? A cosmic clock, aligned with the heavens, where the rise of the solstice sun would blaze perfectly between the stones, marking the rhythm of time itself? Every answer raises another question. And so, the origins of Stonehenge remain not a solved riddle, but an open doorway, inviting us to step closer and ask, what hidden purpose lies beneath these stones? Chapter 2: The Astronomical Mystery. As the sun rises on the longest day of the year, its golden light pierces directly through the heart of Stonehenge, touching stone after stone as if nature itself is whispering a hidden code. This alignment is no accident. The builders of Stonehenge were not merely moving rocks, they were reading the skies. Every solstice, every equinox, the stones became markers, measuring the rhythm of time and the turning of the heavens. But imagine this: 5,000 years ago, there were no telescopes, no modern science. And yet, these ancient architects mapped the sky with breathtaking precision. The great trilithons, those towering stone gateways, align with the movements of the sun and moon, as if the monument was designed as both a calendar and a cosmic temple. Some researchers believe Stonehenge was a sacred place where priests, astronomers, and rulers gathered to watch the heavens. Others suggest it may have been a vast observatory, a place where eclipses could be predicted, where celestial events carried both political power and spiritual meaning. But there is a deeper question. Did Stonehenge serve only as a tool for measuring time? Or was it also a stage where the mysteries of life, death, and eternity were performed beneath the endless sky? Because here, where the stones meet the light, ancient man reached beyond survival and touched the eternal rhythm of the universe. Chapter 3: Rituals and the Dead. Beneath the silent stones of Stonehenge, archaeologists have uncovered graves, cremated remains, and fragments of bones, silent witnesses of rituals that took place thousands of years ago. This was not merely a circle of stone, It was a bridge between the living and the dead, a place where fire once burned, drums once echoed, and the spirits of ancestors were believed to walk among the people. The discovery of human remains suggests that Stonehenge may have served as a grand ceremonial ground. Some were buried with care, as if they were honored leaders or priests. Others were brought from distant lands, their ashes carried across rivers and valleys to rest in the sacred circle. Imagine the sight: torches flickering against the massive stones, chants rising into the night sky, and the belief that these rituals opened a doorway, a connection between earth and the afterlife. But the mystery deepens. Was Stonehenge a cemetery of kings? A temple of healing, where the sick were brought in hope of divine power? Or a theater of cosmic rituals, blending death, rebirth, and the eternal cycle of the stars? Every bone, every ash, every fragment whispers of lives long gone. And yet, their presence at Stonehenge suggests that to its builders, death was not an end, but a sacred transformation. Chapter 4. The Builders and Their Secrets. Who were the mysterious people who raised these colossal stones? We know they lived more than 4,000 years ago. Farmers, herders, and craftsmen of the late Neolithic age. Yet what they achieved still defies explanation. The stones themselves tell a story. The smaller blue stones were transported from the Preseli Hills in Wales, nearly 150 miles away. No wheels, no iron tools, no modern machines. And still, these people dragged and carried stones weighing up to 4 tons each. The larger sarsen stones, some weighing more than 25 tons, came from Marlborough Downs, about 20 miles from the site. To move them, they may have rolled the stones on logs, floated them on rivers, or dragged them on sledges greased with animal fat. But here lies the mystery. How did they raise these towering stones and set them so perfectly? Each lintel stone was shaped to fit like a puzzle, locked together with joints, the same technique carpenters use with wood. This was not primitive construction. It was engineering brilliance. And yet, we do not even know the names of the builders. Were they a united tribe under powerful chiefs? Traveling masons skilled in sacred geometry? Or perhaps priests guided by visions of the heavens? Every stone raised was more than labor. It was an act of devotion. To lift these megaliths required not just strength, but faith. A shared purpose so powerful that entire communities worked for generations to complete it. Stonehenge, in its silence, still whispers of those unknown hands. Hands that shaped not just stone, but history itself. Chapter 5. Stonehenge and the Stars. If Stonehenge were only a monument of stones, perhaps its mystery would fade with time. But when we lift our eyes to the heavens, the true enigma begins to unfold. Archaeologists discovered that the entire circle of Stonehenge is aligned with the movements of the sun and the moon. On the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, the first rays of dawn strike directly through the entrance and onto the heart of the monument. On the winter solstice, the longest night, the setting sun disappears between the great stones with breathtaking precision. This means Stonehenge was not random. It was a cosmic calendar, a vast observatory built to track the cycles of light and darkness, life and death. Its builders could predict eclipses, measure seasons, and align their rituals with the very rhythm of the universe. But why? Was it to guide farmers in planting and harvest? To honor gods of the sun and moon? Or was it a temple where the priests of ancient Britain reached for communion with celestial powers beyond our understanding. Even today, on the solstice, thousands gather at Stonehenge to watch the sun rise, just as our ancestors did 4,000 years ago. The stones come alive in golden fire, as if the builders left us a message. The heavens and the earth are forever bound together. Stonehenge was more than a monument. It was a bridge between sky and soil, mortals and the divine. Chapter 6: Myths, Legends, and Ancient Voices. Stonehenge is more than stones aligned with the sky. It is a place where myths whisper through the wind, and legends have left their mark upon every monolith. Some say Merlin, the wizard of Arthurian tales, raised these stones with magic beyond human understanding. Others claim giants carried them across hills and rivers, their footsteps echoing through the ages. The Druids, priests of the ancient world, once gathered here under the moonlight. Their chants, now lost to time, once called upon unseen powers. Every solstice, every ritual, they reach for the divine, bridging the human and the cosmic. Even today, the stones seem to speak. Shadows cast at dawn and dusk hint at secrets carried across centuries. Carvings worn by time, the alignment of the stones, the very energy of the place, all suggest that Stonehenge is a messenger, speaking in a language older than words. It was not merely a temple, not merely a calendar. It was a stage for magic, prophecy, and mystery, where the boundaries between life and death, mortal and divine, became blurred. Step closer and listen. If you hear the wind through the ancient stones, you may catch the faint echo of voices long vanished, the voices of a world that once danced with the stars. Chapter 7: Stonehenge's Builders and the Lost Civilization. Beyond the stones themselves lies a civilization almost erased by time. A people whose lives, beliefs, and ambitions shaped one of history's greatest mysteries. These were farmers and herders of the late Neolithic age, yet their skills went far beyond mere survival. They understood geometry, astronomy, and engineering in ways that would astonish even modern minds. Communities worked together for generations, driven not just by necessity, but by devotion, a shared vision that transcended individual lives. Their society left few written records, and yet, in the stones, we glimpse their world. They worshiped the sun, revered the cycles of the moon, and believed in the power of the cosmos to guide life and death. Rituals, sacrifices, and gatherings were intertwined with the rhythms of the universe, making Stonehenge not merely a monument, but the heartbeat of their civilization. And then, they vanished. No conquering army, no natural disaster recorded, only whispers of a people who disappeared into the folds of history. Did climate change, dwindling resources, or internal upheaval force them to abandon their sacred site? Or did the knowledge they carried dissolve slowly, leaving only the stones as guardians of their secrets? Stonehenge stands as a testament to their genius, a bridge between human ambition and cosmic order. It reminds us that civilizations may fade, names may vanish, but the echoes of vision, faith, and mystery endure, immortal, etched in stone. Step closer, and you can almost hear them, the lost voices of a civilization that reached for the heavens, leaving behind a monument that continues to challenge, inspire, and captivate us. Stonehenge, more than just stones. A cosmic clock, a temple of mysteries, and a bridge between mortals and the divine. These stones have stood for millennia, whispering the secrets of a civilization long vanished, whose vision and knowledge still echo across time. Even today, no one truly knows why it was built, how its creators accomplished the impossible, or what hidden messages remain etched in plain sight. The stones stand eternal, silent witnesses to mysteries that continue to challenge, inspire, and captivate us. This is the power of history's lost thrones, places where time hides its deepest secrets, waiting for those bold enough to seek them. And our journey into the past has only just begun. If you crave more untold stories, hidden civilizations, and the secrets of history's lost thrones, subscribe now and step into the next adventure. Because the mysteries are far from over, and the echoes of the ancients are calling.